What is up, YouTube? It is Eric, and today we're taking a closer look at my Genesis G80. So this is the 3-year, 30,000 mile, no holds barred review of this super sedan. So I've thoroughly enjoyed every minute with this car. I'm going to tell you everything I love about it, everything I hate about it, and not leave any stone unturned. So first, let's talk about things I love. This has been a great ride, very quiet. We're on the freeway right now. Not too much noticeable road noise, very smooth. Has a lot of the premium safety that comes in the higher end luxury sedan segment right now. So lane keep assist, so if I start drifting, it'll take me back into the lane. If I go out of the lane, the steering wheel will vibrate and it'll tell me on the dashboard that I'm out of the lane. It's got adaptive cruise control, so I just set my cruise on here. I set it, I set the car lengths I want to stay away and the speed I want to do, and it will follow cars exactly as you tell it. This has been great for long journeys, rides to Palm Springs, Las Vegas, anywhere that you're going to be on the freeway for a noticeable amount of time. It also works in the city, but not as well. It's got collision avoidance and pedestrian stop with the built-in camera up here behind the rear view mirror facing forward. It's got BlueLink, which roadside assistance, SOS if you get in an accident. It's got the HomeLink for your garage door gate codes, whatever you may have out there. And of course, it's got all this great infotainment technology. So it's got Apple CarPlay, which I love. It's got Android Auto, which I love. And then even the base Hyundai is pretty good for handling basic navigation needs and stuff of that nature. So you just flip it in sport mode and you can easily zoom by people as you see fit, obviously obeying all laws around you. And this sedan is in a segment of what I consider the affordable super sedan segment, and that is 400 plus horsepower in a somewhat reasonable price tag associated with it. So this is the 5.0 liter 420 horsepower Genesis G80. It's second to top, so the top would be the ultimate package, which comes up with like a heads-up display, optional all-wheel drive, and a couple of other little trick features. But this has essentially everything that you would want in a modern super sedan. Things I don't like about it, you know, these paddle shifters, I've never really used. One good thing about them is you don't have to put it in sport mode or, you know, a secondary manual mode like you do in a lot of other cars. I can just drop a gear or two right here while I'm in a normal mode. But the paddle shifters to me just don't feel as nice as some of the ones that you get in other cars. They are attached to the steering wheel itself, so it makes for relatively easy access as opposed to some of them that are linked to the stock itself. And let's see, what else don't I like about this car? You know, some of the elements here feel a little plasticky and cheap. This Genesis Sport has made some great little tweaks that have made the interior cabin feel a little bit more rich. I think they're headed in the right direction with that. This premium wood is very nice. This came with the upgraded package here. The HVAC is nice. One thing I really don't like about it is that the volume knob is down here when your first instinct is to reach here to adjust the volume. This took a little bit of getting used to. Oftentimes I would go to turn down the volume and accidentally bring it down to 50 degrees in the cabin. So that's an easy fix for them. You also have your volume here on the steering wheel, along with some other controls. The headlights on here are great. They're the LEDs with beautiful LED fog lamps. It's got the big sunroof, the panorama, which is really nice. The Lexicon sound system itself is more than adequate. A lot of previous reviewers have suggested it's not on par with something that you would get in higher end luxury sedans, but I think it's more than adequate. There's a lot of room for storage. You've got your phone storage with a USB input, an aux input down here, and two 12-volt inputs, so you can be charging two phones at a time, which is really nice when you've got a passenger in the car. Two reasonably sized cup holders, one large, one small. You've got heated and cool seats, which is great. I've really enjoyed the cooled seats during the summer. To be honest, they're not the world's greatest. You just get a small cooling effect, but the heated seats are on par with what you would expect. Really great during winter time. It's got the parking sensors, so it's going to beep if you get close to a car when you're parking, or if you're backing up. It's also got the rear cross traffic check. And other than that, it's just been a wonderful experience in this car. For the past 3 years and 30,000 miles. It's been my favorite sedan so far, and I believe this is now my 6th sedan that I'm on through my driving career of approximately 17 years. And yeah, it's been a great experience. The seats are very comfortable. It's a nice premium leather, very adjustable. It's got the knee adjuster here, which is great for those of us who are a little bit taller. It's got the lumbar in almost all aspects of the seat, so the bottom, middle, and top. It inflates or deflates the lumbar as you see fit. And it's just been a great, smooth ride. I've enjoyed the little extras. A lot of people also don't like the safety features because they tend to scream at them or get yelled at. I can imagine a lot of people test driving this car for the first time and just hearing all sorts of beeps and buzzers and getting turned off by that. A lot of this stuff, keep in mind, is adjustable through the settings. As you'll note, I've turned off most all of it just because I'm so used to it and comfortable with this car and the safety features on it that I don't need it anymore. But I could definitely see people being turned off by that at the start during a test drive. Other than that, I can just say it's been a wonderful experience with Genesis. I got this when it was the Hyundai Genesis before it was the G80. So I got a screaming deal on it. I absolutely loved my time with it. And I'd love to address any of your questions in the comment section. So let me know what you thought of this car. Let me know what you thought of the review. It's been super easy maintenance, oil change every 10,000 miles. Because it's the V8, it does require the synthetic oil and the premium fuel. It gets relatively poor gas mileage, somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20, depending on how I'm driving. Tend to be a little bit more city driving, so I get worse gas mileage. I don't often have a freeway commute like this. And you know, if gas mileage is your concern, you should probably look into the V6 or another car, because V8 just drinks your gas like it's going out of style. So other than that, the V8 is very smooth and fast and a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the review. One last note is kind of cool that it's got the self-tightening seatbelt, so when you get in, it feels like the car is giving you a hug, which is a cool little effect that some of my passengers really enjoyed. And it's just been a lot of fun. It's a great car. I highly recommend the Genesis G80 to anyone, and they've got a lot of great deals going on right now. I really love their concierge service, where they drop off and pick up your car when you need service the rare times that you do. I've never had to utilize the roadside assistance or anything like that. Thankfully, never had to utilize the paramedics or crash assistance. The Sirius XM traffic's great, but I prefer the Apple CarPlay myself, which gives you live traffic updates and suggestions on how to avoid traffic and stuff of that nature without the subscription fees of Sirius XM. And other than that, it's been a really great experience. So once again, I highly recommend the Genesis G80 after 3 years and 30,000 miles. Happy to answer any of your questions. Hope you enjoyed the review, and thank you very much. Please subscribe, check out whatever else I come up with next, and looking forward to many more miles with this great premium luxury super sedan. Thanks for watching. You want to go topless? You just go like this. That's the magic of the Genesis. You want to drive only using your fingers? Adaptive cruise control. That's the magic of the Genesis. Want to change lanes without engaging your full turn signal? Just go like this. That's the magic of the Genesis.